there's so many cows, 1.5 billion of them, and every cow's got 4 stomachs. That's 6 billion stomachs pumping out methane gas, which is a greenhouse gas. It's the same gas that comes out of our stomachs, but on a huge scale. Excuse me.
Where are you going?
I got to get some answers. Today, we're going to examine the ecological puzzles and reveal the startling secrets of the stuff we consume at dinner. And breakfast may be the most important meal of the day, but dinner is perhaps the most enjoyable. For many of us, an entree of meat or fish, a glass of wine, and a sugary dessert is the happy reward at the end of a hard working day. But a lot of surprising stuff goes on at dinner, a world of hidden causes and effects that have a big impact on the entire planet. And the most surprising impact is made by this animal. How do cows contribute to global warming?
Well, I think cows contribute to global warming because... Here, ask my mom.
Something with the milk?
Maybe some of the runoff from their manure gets into our water stream.
I know it has to do with gases. I think I've heard the urban legend that there's cow flatulation.
That's what I heard, yes, from their poops.
It turns out that cows create almost 20% of the world's greenhouse gases. Now that's more than planes, trains, and automobiles combined. Other livestock contribute as well, but when you measure gas emissions blow by blow, so to speak, cow flatulence heats up the earth like nothing else. The methane that cows discharge packs an even greater environmental punch than carbon dioxide. In fact, it has 23 times the warming potential. I've prepared a little demonstration to show you just how big a problem methane can be. Take a look at this. We have 2 model atmospheres. In this one will be regular air. This one will be filled with almost pure methane. Like air, methane is invisible. And you can see these people at the beach are enjoying a nice day with a giant thermometer. Well, it's only this big. But they're identical thermometers in each tube. So what we'll do is seal these tubes up and fill this one with methane. Now I open this valve back here. Now we'll energize the power of the sun. 3, 2, 1. So we'll wait a few minutes and see what happens with the temperatures. Now this much methane could be explosive. So I'm going to keep this with me and wait over there. A little over 5 minutes, 3.1 degrees difference. After 20 minutes, we have a 7.4 degree Fahrenheit difference. And it's still rising. The greenhouse effect is strong. In a world of methane. Now consider that one cow releases about 10 pounds of methane a month. And there are 100 million cows just in the U.S. That's 12 billion pounds of methane every year. So what can we do about this? Well, first, we need to change what cows eat. We can start by feeding them garlic, which neutralizes bacteria in their stomachs and cuts their emissions in half. But that's for ranchers to do. You could eat less red meat. A University of Chicago study found that each beef-eating American contributes to pumping an extra 1.5 tons of CO2 into the air every year. Almost all of that from the gas emissions created by raising cattle and processing beef. It's like driving an extra 5,000 miles every year. As consumers, we can force change by buying less methane-making meat, at least until the agricultural industry takes some positive steps to solve this stinking problem. Let them know it's time to develop and use livestock feed that cuts back on cow gas. It's a big problem, but we can solve it. In fact, we must solve it.